Have you ever made a decision you just knew was right only to realize later it was completely wrong? Or found yourself stuck in an argument?
It's not that you're irrational. It's that your brain is taking mental shortcuts.
Today we reveal 5 cognitive biases. Let's start with the mother of all biases, confirmation bias. This is our tendency to search for, interpret, and remember info that confirms our beliefs. Think about the last time you researched a big purchase. You probably focused on the positive reviews while downplaying the negative ones.
In politics, relationships, and even at work,
confirmation bias acts like blinders. It makes us feel smart, but traps us in echo chambers.
Next up is the anchoring effect, also known as first impression bias.
This is our tendency to rely too heavily on the first piece of information we receive.
A classic example is negotiating a salary.
If the employer offers a low number first, the entire negotiation revolves around that anchor.
Stores use this all the time with original prices / to sale prices.
That first number sets your entire value framework.
Our third bias is the availability heuristic.
We estimate the likelihood of an event based on how easily examples come to mind.
This bias makes us overestimate rare but dramatic risks
and underestimate common, boring ones. It's why we fear terrorism, but not heart disease.
Number 4 is one of the most famous, the Dunning-Kruger Effect.
This is a cognitive bias where people with low ability at a task overestimate their ability.
We've all met the beginner who's absolutely certain they've mastered a complex skill after just a few tries.
It's not arrogance, it's a lack of metacognition.
The scary part, we're all susceptible to this in areas where we're not experts.
The first step to overcoming it is to adopt humility and continuous learning.
Finally, let's look at the fundamental attribution error.
This is our tendency to explain other people's behavior by their character, while explaining our own by the situation.
This bias erodes empathy and fuels conflict.
By reminding ourselves that everyone is dealing with their own unique circumstances, we can become more understanding.
The single most powerful tool is simple:
awareness. Just knowing these biases exist gives you a fighting chance.
When you find yourself certain you're right, ask,
am I falling for confirmation bias? Pause and consider their situation.
Your brain's shortcuts are efficient, but they're not always accurate.
Learning to spot them leads to clearer thinking.
If you found this helpful and want to understand more about your mind,
subscribe to Animated Mind and hit the bell icon.
Let us know in the comments, which of these 5 biases do you recognize most in your own life?